flip it and equip it.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. This is a standard Brawl deck that looks to ramp. Play Gilgamesh, cheat out some equipment, and then equip them for free. And because you don't have to pay for their costs or equip costs, it even means that you're able to cast things like Ultima Weapon, throwing them onto Gilgamesh, giving him haste, and attacking for tons of damage. Because Gilgamesh also attacks and triggers again, we're looking to make sure he can attack on the turn he comes down, with lots of cheap ways to give this haste or already have haste, like Fire Crystal. In this deck, we're also running a few other equipment synergies, looking to play things like Ralban and Blacksmith's Talent, and some things that also trigger on getting equipment like Heartfire Hero. This deck is running some very cool equipment that might not otherwise get to see play, ones that are high cost and just awesome, because if you can kill your opponent all in one hit, then you don't have to worry about them taking another turn. Because this deck is looking to ramp, it also needs to keep its opponents in check with a little bit of removal. But between the removal and removal that's an equipment, it's easy to slow down your opponent just enough to bring out Gilgamesh. So let's take him into the queue and start slamming down a samurai. Zoraline, Cosmos Callers, reanimates, and also costs a little bit of life and mana to do so, but does so with all of your bats. This is a great way to swing in, bring back little things, though they have finality counters, and also gain the life that you have been paying. I've got a little bit of removal, a redirect, a little bit of removal, and boots. I'll play the boots. Yeah, where's my creatures? I don't know, right here, Gilgamesh. Perfect. Deep Cavern Bat, they're going to be able to exile something from my hand. I personally would hit Chainsaw, but then I'll just probably abrade this so they don't gain the life. And I'd rather save this unless I really need to use it. Yeah, she's kind of like Squall. I feel like she's more evasive than Squall, but she's cool. And that bat might end up coming back. Ah, Lord Skitter gonna eat up my graveyard and make a couple rats. Can you hit your own graveyard? No, an opponent's graveyard only. Okay. Is worth checking. Alright, we chainsaw the rat. That's gonna be messy. Bats and rats. They're all friends. How big is Lord Skitter supposed to be? Is he like just a large rat? Or is he like human-sized? He's just a huge rat. Nice. He's a fat rat. Nice. Of these, Sir Vondam is the one I think needs to be removed the quickest. And even though I'd love to save this for next turn, I'm going to take this out. They are one short of being able to reanimate with Zoraline. That's why I'm not, like, rushing into that. It's just a large rat, aren't we all? Aw, I could Heartfire Hero and just, like, load her up with things. But I'm going to start with Gilgamesh. I have 6 mana. He's gonna die. They're Gilgan their meshes. That's cool. I still get stuff like Aether Spark and Buster Sword. Okay, so this has nobody to equip to. So I guess I just plus. Nice, that's a tapped land, so Zoraline's not going to be reanimating this turn, though she can still come out. Because if they reanimated, they could have reanimated the bat. And then I wouldn't have a Heartfire Hero. Oh no. Ooh. I get to ramp. I need a hero. Heartfire hero. Does this only cost 2 to equip? That's awesome. Oh, wait. Hexproof. Eat your heart out. What's this? If the art for oppression is really true, then Lord Skitter's giant. I don't know. That looks kind of like a storybook. Let me quickly show it on screen. This is the oppression art. If that's Lord Skitter there. Oh, things are happening. I'll just play that and give you more boots. This is just a mouse that is absolutely loaded up with boots. I didn't have enough mana to hold up Untimely Malfunction to like redirect a kill spell. They're thinking, I've done that before. These boots were meant for bopping. No, not my ward and hexproof. They shrank my Heartfire hero. And then told her to get lost. I like nowhere to run there though. So this will deal 4 to them. So this will flip after they hit me. Gain a life. Become a 4/4, makes other things indestructible. It gains life. It's good. I could use you to draw cards. I think I'm just going to start with Gilgamesh, though, because I have Gilgamesh haste. Oh, yeah, it's Genji Glove time. Genji Glove gives me multiple attacks. I would say it's like the single best piece. Actually, I guess it would have been better to Lava Spur Boots there, because it gives an additional power. All right, so I didn't find anything there. And I don't have Trample at this exact moment in time. Let's see if I can find Trample. Trample acquired. So that's 16 damage coming your way, which is enough to end the game. Thank you, Gilgamesh. We love you, Gilgamesh. Marina Vendrell, a 5-color Enchantments commander. I have some really cool equipment in my hand, but they're not really equipment I ever want to be casting. I want to be getting them for free. So even though Raubon's in this hand, I'm going to throw it back. And look, he showed up again. Lucky me. I think that with this hand, it's better for me to lead with Raubon than this little ramper. That's going to depend a bit on what they play. When Marina comes down, she's going to just completely fill their hand. Ooh, I'll play this generous plunderer. This is going to actually be ramping both players, but dealing damage, it's just a nice card. Oh, and look! A thing! Yes. Here, look, I'm helping you fix. Red, because I want more damage. And I will turn that treasure into Strike Master. She loves doors. Oh, I also didn't even mention what she does. She locks and unlocks doors for your rooms. She makes rooms opened and closed, so you don't have to pay for their costs, or so you can unlock them multiple times. It's a board wipe. I guess I should have kept the treasure. At least I get a clue. Nice. Throne. I'm going to name Human. That way it works with both Raubon and Gilgamesh. And you wouldn't hurt a roaming throne, would you, Marina? By the way, I can also name Samurai if like this weren't here, so I can equip things to it using Gilgamesh's ability. Land get. Gilgamesh. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sure, I'll deal 3 to you. Bop. I think Sword of Vengeance is probably the one I want to equip. Those Swiftfoot boots would also be good. And a whiff on the second one. But don't worry, guys. I get to do it again. Itty bitty jitty. Lava Spur booties. Put the Jite on there. Kori Steel and Samurai's Katana. That's +2/+2 trample haste, and that's just +1/+1 trample haste. And because I have the Jite on there, I can actually give some hexproof here. I guess they have a restricted office, so it doesn't matter that much, though. I think I just sit here. And then, like, Rauban, load him up next turn, swing in. Or this 1/1 token. They can both attack, and I got haste. Nice. GG. Servandam Sunstar Exemplar. As their creatures die, Servandam grows. And then when Servandam leaves the battlefield, I should say when these things leave the battlefield, because it does include, like, warps and blinks and bounces, one of my permanents will get exiled. This hand is very slow, especially on the play. So I'm going to throw it back and... Okay. I got some ramp, I got some removal, I got some things here. Yeah, there are no alchemy cards in this format. There are no digital rebalances in this format. That's not actually something I care that much about, because I like a lot of digital-only designs. I know, I'm an outlier. I'm just gonna get rid of Servandam before it grows. But it's still cool to see fewer super powerful cards. I assume this is like an Orzhov sacrifice kind of thing. Okay, I have 4 mana out. I think I'm upgrading this next turn because I don't actually have anything for the board. I don't have a creature I control. Blacksmith's Talent, you goober. Amalia. That's a life gain, causes explore. I got a lot of little weenies out. It would be nice if I had my board wipe. Where's my Slag Storm? They're sacrificing a rat, which will grow Servandam, and they gained a life from Servandam as well. I didn't even mention the life gain. It's there. And now Gilgamesh. I hit Buster Sword. That's a great one. So put the Buster Sword on the Gilgamesh. And then I can put one of these on for free. I'm going to want the Haste Enabler. I'll swing in for 10. Okay. I'll be able to activate Aether Spark. This is not lethal, and I don't get the attack swing, even though I'd have to pay 7 to equip it. I have Blacksmith's Talent to equip it for free. So this is me trying to get 10 loyalty onto the Aether Spark. And they're blocking because I have Buster Sword. Alright, so I have the ability to add mana or draw. So let's see. Did I have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So I need to actually, I think I just die. Like, what can I do here with my mana? Nothing, because none of these are creatures. Here, I'll draw the cards. That's lands. Nice. Oh, hospital room. Good game, Servandam. I'm glad I got in the big Gilgamesh hit. Captain Howler Sea Scourge. Discarding cards grows your creatures and draws you more cards if they deal combat damage to a player. There's lots of ways to discard lots of cards. There's other fish and sharks that grow as you discard. And, oh, what a shock. It's a shock! I could go for ramping, or I could go for Raubon. I'm just gonna ramp. Me ramp. I don't have any equipment to, like, cheat equip. Malcolm, the Eyes, casting 2 spells, investigates. I've seen this card a lot in Standard Brawl. I can Solemn Simulacrum, or I could do this. I'm gonna go Simulacrum. Let's go. Mountain. I can Gilgamesh next turn. But if they have mana up, then I probably won't. If it's blue. I don't think Howard would be running many counter spells, but like just in case. I don't want to get quenched or quench plussed. Also, thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a sub to Philippa after the raid and me speaking badly. I appreciate you doing that. Ooh, Fear of Missing Out. What did they discard? Island. I don't think they're gonna be able to stop Gilgamesh with this. Alright, Gilgamesh! I got the Sword of Vengeance. That's a haste sword. Give. Sword. Sword him. Sword, my boy. Sword, my boy, go. Wow, that sure was 5 lands in a braid. Great work. Great work, everyone. 5 swords in a braid. Here comes Captain Howler. None of these are going to discard here, at least. But they have a great evasive creature for future turns. All right, so I will name Red. No. I don't know why I was casting all those there. Wow, another 6 cards with no equipment? Dog. That's just kind of sad. Yeah, I probably should be leaving up Untimely Malfunction to redirect, like, bounce and removal. But they'd probably do it on my turn, because blue does that stuff at instant speed. I do think Sword of Vengeance would be, like, a good metal song. It's the kind of song name that Powerwolf would have, or Nightwish, like a power metal band. Not as much like a Cannibal Corpse kind of one. Maybe Slayer somewhere in the middle. Bit more classic, Sword of Vengeance.
Found a way in.
What percentage of my deck is equipment? I think it's 12 equipment, so that's 20% in a 60-card deck. That sounds right. All right, Malcolm's definitely going to be getting some card draw here. Bing bong. A Rhapsody of Fire song? Yeah.
Part of my plan.
Also, Untimely Malfunction can redirect counter spells. As long as it's actually a spell and not like a weird ability. Aether Spark. I will manually equip these boots. I'm attacking with all of these. And I want the free equip from Raubon to put this onto Gilgamesh. Alright, I got a little equipment. I guess I could make it so... these two can't block. Pew, pew. And I think that's lethal. GG, Captain Howler. Sea Scourge. Loot! The Pathfinder! I've got a little bit of ramp, a little bit of removal. This I don't actually want in my hand, but I will still keep this. This is just like 3-color value. There's not that much exhaust synergy. There is like 1 card that lets you use exhausts you've already used, but loot's just good. It gets you mana, it gets you card draw, and it deals damage. That's a nice draw. I'd also like land, but I will accept an adorable mouse. Just look at her. It's so cute. Beep. And I did end up getting a land, which means I can play Solemn Simulacrum next turn to hopefully line up for the Gilgamesh. Overlord of the Hauntwoods, they're ramping. Loot's gonna be just killing this next turn. Rude, but acceptable. Not much I can do about it. Actually, they probably won't be able to use it on this turn if they play loot, but they'll still have an attack in. That double strike's pretty good. Oh, Overgrown Zealot. Okay. And Refueler, this is the card that's, I would say this is the exhaust synergy card that gets played. I have a Slag Storm. I might want to burn it here. But I'm not going to. Because I'm a mesh. A Gilgamesh. Let's do it. No, Iron Crag. You're here for ramp. And I whiffed. Is there much blink available in Standard to reset loot? There's a sorcery speed 1 mana blue, and I think there's a couple others, but for the most part, not really. Prophesidic Memory, the more cards you draw, the bigger your creatures get, which is very strong with double strike. They're putting him in witness protection, which is Chat, they put him in witness protection. Legitimash. I need to kill my own. That will unfortunately live, though. Let's see what I draw. Is it a land? No, Blacksmith's Talent. Cool. And they don't have 1 mana up, but they do have an Overlord. No Iron Crag, not yet. G-Day, Cutter. I'll put the Cutter on. And I'm going to pass this post-combat, I think. I'll equip you. Whiffed! Dog. I'm killing loot. I don't like that little man. Move my commander to the command zone. Yep. I'm going to use this to untap a land. And cast Blacksmith's Talent, which will get me a little guy! No! It's so hard for me to commit to the field! This got printed apparently in Foundations. Much to my dismay. Also, much to my dismay, most of my potential chump blockers are very killable by loot. Yes, please. Okay, Roller Crusher. Gonna crush it. And then they're gonna crush me! Bye, loot. Thanks for the game. Ireni, the song Unending. Is this the one that gets the dragons? No, this is the board wipe one. Deals damage based on the number of lands you have, and has protection from black and white. This hand's okay. It's a little slow, but I don't have much that can do things about Areni. That's just not a thing I can do. I can't do things about Areni. And I accept that. Hopefully, in my vacuum and their vacuum, though, as they ramp, it's mostly going to be land-based ramp because that's what they want. We'll survive. We'll make it through. We'll have fun. Get super big Gilgamesh. Yeah, I'll make super big Gilgamesh. Yeah, oh, right. The Areni that gets to dragons is a commander product. I'm sorry, guys. I should know this, but I don't. I think Heartfire Hero is going to make an incredible samurai. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch. We punch. List of things we do. Hit face. Ooh, Ashenil. Okay. I'm just making this Heartfire Hero a problem. This increases damage to my face. Or I guess damage to anything. Yeah, it's just non-combat damage. So, like, if they assign 1 damage with each of these from Areni, it gets increased to 4. Right? Or no, it's just to an opponent. It's just to face. You don't do damage to face. You just deal damage to creatures and planeswalkers. You just keep hitting. There's also, like, a line I could have done not attacking, ramping, and then, like, going for Genji Glove next turn. But I like this one. Because it gets me Gilgamesh, and I really like casting my commander. I am a little worried about, like, counter spells. But, I don't know, dragons. Oh, big Ashenil. Okay, so now the damage to my face will be increased to 7? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're breathing on her. You have a Niv Mizzet in hand. Okay, so they also do have dragons, because we also saw the Stormbrood thing. So this will deal 5 to their face. Yeah, breathe on him. Gilgamesh. With the boots. Everyone attack. Sweet. I assume you trade. This becomes a land, by the way, and helps them play that. But it also puts them to 2 life. Which, even if they destroy these, this makes creatures. This and this give haste. All 3 of these give haste. I even have the ability to make a leash. Boots with the fur. With the fur. No, with the spurs. Yeah, I just need like 2 little critters. And I just need them to go fast. Yes, kill them. What do we draw? Critter, maybe? No, that's Ultima Weapon. I mean, it is funny, don't get me wrong. I do not have the ability to make 2 creatures here. I can still play Ultima Weapon or Genji Glove. Or I could make 1 creature after they attack to, like, try to go a little wider. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this now so I can equip it. I think I do. Yeah, so I am going to pay 1 life, make a fish. Oh my god, look at the fish. Isn't it cute? Yay. fish. Fish with booties. And a sword. Fishy, 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 rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. Because if I can make them, like, keep both their creatures back as blockers, then that also feels very good for me. Because otherwise I make another fish, give it the boots or the sword, and it would be lethal. Fire Spitter Whelp. Well, well, well. That's a little dragon. Can you not play this? No, you have dragon's mana. All right, we got the Gilgamesh. What do we got? Jite, Leyline Axe, Aether Spark. I will auto-equip Leyline Axe. None of them give haste. So I'm sitting here with my fish token with a spark. It's a planeswalker. Uh-oh, Bahamut. They can kill Gilgamesh, but they can't kill fish token. You could destroy one of the things equipped to it. But fish token is safe, guys. Yeah, like, what do you hit here? Okay, Gilgamesh. Okay, so how much damage could I get on this? Alright, so I can make it 4, and then 5, 6 double strike, 7, 8 double strike. I think that's enough. You needed to not attack. Okay, I axe. And sure, there's room for you. And then Aether. I'm trying to click the Aether Spark. Aether Spark. There we go. Let's go. And with the first strike damage, I'm actually going to use the Jite to put even more counters. And win the game! Yes! My fish token! It was the Samurai Planeswalker fish. And it's the most powerful creature to ever exist in Magic the Gathering. Good gamer, Rennie. Kotis, the Fang Keeper, is a very difficult card for me to deal with because I want to be attacking, not blocking. And when they hit me, they're gonna steal. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some good damage in, do a little ramping. Oh, that's tough. Hexproof from monocolored, huh? Not that I have any cards to get rid of Konus. I wish I could put this easily in this deck. Ride the Shoe Puff. Okay. Yep. Scary. Yep. I will not be playing the Plunder to ramp them. Astro Blaster, thank you for the 6-month resub. Yeah, Kotis is a pretty spooky commander since they do stealing. Oh, cool. Landfall's gonna grow that. I could Roaming Throne, but I'm not going to be playing Gilgamesh next turn anyway, so I will Chainsaw Fenrir so they don't get an additional counter on Kotis. And play the Plunderer. This gives me a chance at playing Gilgamesh next turn. Thank you, Astro Blaster. I didn't get this yet, but we get a draw and not a land. Darn, I could still swing in with a loaded up Plunderer. I could even put the Buster Sword on it. I like Buster Sword. How's it go? Bustin' makes me feel good. Yeah, 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 yeah. They're gonna steal a bunch from me. But hopefully, because it's equipment, it won't be that useful. Because they'd have to pay to equip it. This is standard Brawl, yeah. Buster Sword with Leyline Axe equals me hit. Sentinel. Oh, okay, I assume equipping with Codus though, right? Oh. They're gonna read a map first. I think they also want to ride Zishupuff. Understandable, we all want to ride Zishupuff. They still had a treasure. Really not attacking in. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make 2. They're leaving those back as blockers, that's why. Okay. Ooh, or do I just want a Leyline Axe? Because I might not get a haste enabler here. Let's do it. You can double block the throne. Equipment not useless for Codus. No, but I'm saying that it's really hard for them to equip it. Because, like, they'd need mana. So they chose not to equip this. They'd have to double block. And this is just winning the game. Because it's so much damage all in one creature. GG. It's Hope, which is a life gain mill commander. I actually ran into this player earlier today. This hand's a little weird because, like, my only red mana, like real red mana, is off this Signet. But I don't think that's terrible. I've got some good cheap removal, eventually maybe Ugin, and I have an uncounterable human. And human. Authority of the consoles. Okay, so that's going to stop my haste stuff. So I'll play this now. And look, it also gains them life. The more life they gain, the more they mill. And in a 60-card format, it is a lot more viable to either mill or just do life gain stuff. Their deck had a lot of life gain cards. Ooh, a fire crystal. Yum. Except the haste does not do anything because someone's playing Authority of the Consoles. Not the Consoles, which is the band that's playing right now. They gain life. Aerith! Alright. Let me see if I can destroy Hope. And I want to do it even before she resolves because they could have like some sort of magic protection thing. No, but they did protect it with Magic Damper. So this will get a little bigger. Help, I'm being milled. Yeah. Fire Crystal. And I want her to be exiled because otherwise she gives her counters to Hope. Bop it! I might go for Carnosaur over Gilgamesh because of authority. I don't know. I gotta keep an eye on how many cards are left in my deck. Oh, so I should probably look at what gets milled. Oh man, 2 equipment got milled. That stinks. Rosa! This is from the starter decks. Puts a counter on a creature, gives it lifelink. I already had lifelink. Yes! Ooh, a banner. I want... Dinosaurs! Sideways dinosaurs. Sweet, a samurai. Ugh, tapped samurai. Lame. I'm hitting very few lands so far. Ooh, Leyline Axe. They can, I guess, hit for 8. No, 10 because of the extra counter there. And that will mill me for 10 because they gain 10 life. Ow. More! Stop making my stuff come untapped. You're making this very difficult for me. Nah, shoot. It's boots. Yeah, Authority of the Consuls is a very, very good one drop. They're calculating something. Possibly, is this lethal? A good thing to question. Ow! Block it! Triple block is so awkward because my stuff dies without killing Hope. Because you kill this on the first strike, leave those back. Alright. Boo-doo-doo-boop. But wait! There's more! Because I'm just trying to prevent as much damage as I can. Okay. Things I have. Not a lot. Mill me, mill me, mill me. This is not enough to play and equip Genji Glove. I'm gonna equip this. But I think I'll just go in. Maybe I'll banner first. I imagine that there's like something they got. We'll find out. What do we got? Show me my secrets. Ooh, Buster Sword. I mean, busting does make me feel good. Yeah, 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 yeah. Draw a card. I guess Ugin? But he's not cast. That's okay. I can still get the cast off these after, right? Oh, no, it casts it. It does? Oh, yeah. Neat. Are we busting? Good question. I guess. They have something at instant speed. I don't know what it is. A counterspell on the Ugin itself. Hope still goes away, though. And I'll play the Genji Glove just to get me the tapped token here. Yeah, put the thing on it. Enjoy your one life. There are 11 cards remaining in my library. Hello, opponent? Are you gonna, like, bird wipe? No, they're gonna 420 Cloud Blaze it. Which is, interestingly, lethal with that next turn. I will give the Genji Glove to Gilgamesh. I will increase Gilgamesh's damage ever so slightly, naming red. And I'll go to combat, swinging in with each of these. And that was 6 of the remaining 10 cards, and I think we'd already seen the other one, so I don't think there's any equipments left in my deck. That said, they do have to block, because Gilgamesh alone is 40 damage. And I did not put the steel cutter on it, even though I should have. I realize now I should have given him trample. I thought he had it from something and he didn't. Oh, cute. Here, gain a life. Wow, it's like all lands remaining in the deck. But you have to block. Huh? Why you no block? Okay. GG. Wily Duke, a teen hero, is going to be tapping to gain a life and draw a card. This card in Historic Brawl can be used for infinite combos with Paradox Engine, but here I imagine it's being used with vehicles and mounts and other tapping things to, well, get value. Because it's good. It's also like a 4-2 with Vigilance, so you can attack and then tap it. Nice. That's a good mount. The Glory Heath Lynx. We'll want to ramp right away. Yeah, I think this is going to be better for this matchup. Hello, Wily Duke. This will get them a land. A Plains in hand when it attacks in, but they already have a Plains. I'll block. There's a chance they have a buff spell that kills this. Hopefully not. Nope, they had Elspeth's Smite. I can Carnosaur Duke, even though they'll be able to play him again, or I could hit the Glory Heath Lynx, so they can't tap this without having to play something else. I'm gonna hit the Lynx. Because, like, we know they have a land, so they can play this again. It's a frigate. So I guess you attack in and then you station. Do you station with both? No. I'll play Quarry Steel Cutter and then Generous Plunderer to get that trigger. What shirt am I wearing? It's a Kaldheim shirt in like the style of a metal band. It's cool, right? I like it. I think it's neat. Oh! They flashed out Cathar Commando and they destroyed the sword. It's a dope shirt. Yeah. Never heard of Kaldheim? Oh, it was a magic set and setting. So it's like a plane that's kind of Norse. Legally not Norse, but totally Norse. So do you attack in here? No. All right. They can attack with the frigate. Yes. Yeah. But like, yeah. Real. I have to be careful with this fungus out. about, like, committing too much into things. And I'm not attacking in there. Are you stuck on the loading screen of Magic? Somebody else earlier mentioned they were having trouble logging in. But... I don't know. So the Insidious Fungus will be able to destroy the Leyline Axe. Oh, or they could just exile this Perilous Snare. Move my commander to command zone. I'm gonna actually decline. And double block the Insidious Fungus? No, but then if I'd like the mana from that for the potential Ugin. Because that's why I'm leaving it there. Usually updates happen on Tuesdays with, like, some exceptions. Oh, look at you having all the mounts. I'm glad we got more mount stuff. Yes. Draw land? Land! Human! This, that, the other thing! I must mesh! Insidious Fungus, you gonna take that out or what? What are we doing here? Taking away my haste? Mm-hmm. And I'll probably just go for the life gain draw card. It's like I guess I could equip the axe. Let's go for equipping the axe. Do I have a plan to make a Grist the Hungertide Brawl Stars? Yeah, probably. You think Standard Brawl seems chill? Compared to Historic Brawl? Yes. It is considerably chiller. Ah, dang. They got so much damage built up here. They're gonna be able to kill Ugin if they want. Oh, they're hoovering up my Plunderer! Yeah, we can make Grist. She's the fairest of the new things, though. Of, like, the, compared to Ren and 6. It is certainly a slower format because the amount of turn 1 and also turn 0 ramp is extremely limited. A lot more games feel like fair, progressive development of a board. There's still, like, the occasional heir apparent kind of games. You have cards like Roxanne, but they're not coming out on, like, turn, like, 2.5. It's slightly slower. I think I'm gonna be dead next turn. Yeah, Roxanne's still obnoxious. Obnoxious ramp. It's just one of those cards that I think the design of it was really poor, where they're like, yeah, you know what we should do? We should make a card that refunds part of its mana cost and deals damage and can do it on attack. And actually, it also makes things tap for more mana. And it's like, why? Great question. Why? Elspeth, Storm Slayer. Doubles your tokens, can destroy creatures, and can make everything fly and bigger. She's just overall real scary and real good. I've got some ramp and Corey Steelcutter. I like these cards. Unfortunately, there's not like a great way for me to like line up the ramp to also do that. Oh, that's a little better. I'm gonna go Signet Mouse. And then next turn, Heraldic. in this mountain, but it won't be triggering that if I do it. But that's all right. I don't need the token. Valley Quest Caller. Are you a Heir Apparent deck? Because apparently you are. Red. One more land and it's Gilgamesh time. Yeah, Valley Quest Caller to me is... This is a Heir Apparent deck. I got some Revengeance here. What other bunny tokens you making? The Scry's nice. Arabo the First Fang. Okay, well that's actually cat tokens. That's like the opposite of the bunnies. Is it apparent that it's Heir Apparent? I guess. Human. Gilgamesh. Oh my goodness. All right, so only one of those will give haste. But this is the coolest one. Wait, but you have haste. Oh, I can Ultima Weapon on this guy. I'm gonna do it. Elspeth white cards I like. Yeah, Elspeth cards that make tokens. So I could have gotten another Gilgamesh trigger, but just destroying a creature and making it so this will destroy a creature each turn seemed rad. Ah, Day of Judgment. Yeah, get him. I'll name Human. And then I will give you a sword, so you can hit face. This is able to kill the Roping Throne, but they won't be able to pay the ward cost this turn. And Trample is good. Yeah, it seems like Elspeth cards that are good. Like, maybe not necessarily the most synergistic, but Elspeth's good in a vacuum. And I understand the cards I own strategy. It's tried and true. You better watch out, though, because this Roaming Throne is about to get Genji'd. Hi. Are you roping me? I think I'm being roped. And it looks like their timers have run out, so now it's my turn to shine! Genji Glove. Get him. We hit. And hit again. Yeah, guys, don't rope. It's not cool. Kefka Court Mage. Going to be making both players discard and then drawing based on the types of cards discarded. In my deck, that's probably going to be lands and artifacts. Typically, though, they're also discarding lands. But I want to hold on to a lot of lands in my deck because I need them to play my silly 6-mana commander. Just like Kefka, we have on attack and on enter abilities. Oh, nice. Eating things up from the graveyard. I will ramp here. Next turn, I can ramp again, trying to get to Gilgamesh, or I could, like, Quarry Steel and Braid something, or Obliterating Bolt. Ooh, Mechan. So that's going to be ramp for them, so I am going to go for Quarry Steel Cutter. And I will use Obliterating Bolt, because, that was weird. It just, like, hung up for a second there. Yes. Because the Braid's instant speed, and I'd rather hold on to the instant stuff, even though it can hit fewer things. Also, because this is exiled, they can't give the mana ability to other creatures with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Soul Coil Viper. Ooh, discarding to reanimate. Okay. I'm going to see if busting makes me feel good. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a spoiler. Yeah, busting makes me feel good. There's a 1-mana unsummon that could totally be a huge gotcha here, but I don't think they have it. Oh, so many choices. I could ramp, but I'm going to just destroy that Soul Coil Viper. Whee! Might have actually been better for me to keep it on there because that has the trample. Yeah, I probably should have kept it on there, the Quarry Steel Cutter. So this now does have this ability to like move this around. They didn't get a land. Ooh, okay. I will start with the GT. I want to get these prowess triggers first if I can. Haste. This is just more damage. I will equip this onto the Buster Sword one. And I'm holding up this Untimely Malfunction, so I guess I could, like, redirect the kill spell from one to the other. Oh, it passed right to damage. Okay. I guess I could have, like, Untimely Malfunction for more damage here from the prowess, but this works too. Core Steel Cutter! It's banned in Standard for a reason. Isn't it seeing play in, like, Pioneer and a little bit in Modern, too? Like, that's just how good it is. I'll give you a sword. I'm just spreading the love here. I technically am holding up Untimely Malfunction with this. It definitely sees Pioneer play. Oh no! They got a land, but it was tapped! The tragedy of the 3-color commander. GG. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars, and thank you for watching an episode of Standard Brawl. I've done a couple different Standard Brawl decks that hopefully will get people a little bit more interested in the format once they see that, hey, it's pretty cool. Standard is huge right now. It has a giant pool of cards, which means that you have the excuse to play some, I'll say, more fragile commanders like Gilgamesh, and get to play them against a pretty broad variety of other decks. And I think that the more people play Standard Brawl, the more weird decks they'll inject into the format, and the more fun it will get. This is not entirely a protest against regular historic Brawl, but I will say I'm pretty sick and tired of the ancient dens and the turbo ramp, the strip mines, the Rafellos. I'm just a little tired of it, and I wanted to play a format where the games are decided slightly later than turn 2 and turn 3. I also want to shout out not just this deck, which, by the way, you can find the deck list in the description. Just worked great. I pretty much included every single game in this video because I was having a lot of fun. But I also want to shout out my Twitch channel and my 7-year subathon! Yay! On Twitch, twitch.tv/Amazonian, starting on the 2nd, which might be the day this video comes out. It might actually already be happening. I will be doing a subathon on Twitch, which means that I will be streaming for as long as I can based on financial support towards my channel. And if you want to help support my channel, now's a great time to do it. If you head on over and see what's going on, you'll also be able to join in on some really rad giveaways. I'm celebrating 7 years as a Twitch partner and 6 years as a full-time content creator. And I've got some really cool things to give away, including some Spider-Man cards. That's right, I have my hands on some early Spider-Man gear, so we can add those into the pool for some cool giveaways. I've also got some like collector booster products, pre-con decks, full boxes of like magic cards, like full set booster boxes. The giveaways are going to be rad. And it's not all going to be magic. I'm going to be doing a variety of streams because assuming I can get it to go as long as I'd like it to, we'll have time to play a bunch of different games, which will be rad. Maybe even some Jackbox stuff. I'm excited for it, and I hope you'll stop by. So that starts on September 2nd and goes until ? Which my actual anniversary is going to be on the 4th, and I'll be on the front page of Twitch for that. So, yay! Front page of Twitch, that's always exciting. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.